about you being untrue.
Time Warner is such a big name. You know, I don't quite think about that while we're making our tiny little indie film. It's such a big deal. So I always feel like for bigger organizations are generously, you know, wanted to support diverse voices that wouldn't otherwise have a chance. It's really encouraging. It sounds really good to my Chinese parents. I don't want to cry. My dad did want to come, but he bought a ticket. He thought Sundance was a month later than it actually is. So he actually booked a hotel for 4 days in late end February, and realizing that not so long ago. And so he made an effort. I love you, Dad. I'm nervous. Yes, I didn't really sleep much. I want them to get on the stage, and I want people to really give them a round of applause. Oh, see, that's my crew over there. See the cowboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kat.
Oh, yeah.
That's Kat, yeah. All right, I'm going to get out and meet them.
Okay. I'm going to get out with you.
Yeah, that's cool. I have a lot of my kids from the reservation here. I hope the audience does respond to the film so the kids aren't disappointed. She's got a Nicki Minaj face. Go. Dog.
I feel myself getting warmer and warmer
That's
and warmer.
okay, he's getting nervous. Oh, there's a lot of people. I've got a ticket. I'm gonna go see it. I hope I like it.
My name is Trevor Groff, and I am Director of Programming for the festival, and it is a real pleasure to introduce Chloe John.
Thank you for coming. This has been a very personal and intimate journey for every single person that's involved, and we're so honored, so humbled to be here. And I don't want to say too much, just want you to watch the movie, and some of my cast and crew are here to talk to you afterwards. Please enjoy. Even though I'm not a native filmmaker, Sundance trusting me to do that. They're on the forefront of encouraging native cinema. I think I grew artistically tremendously because of working with John J. Shang and my Pine Ridge cast. He's like my dad. He's ex-chair of the NYU Grad Film Department who brought me.
Oh, cool.
It's been an emotional screening. Time Warner, and then of course Sundance Institute. It didn't just support me with the labs. There was a lot of mentorship, really encouraging, and made me feel like there's good people out there.
It's a film about a counter-terrorism sting. It's very popular. I'm sure it's on your docket. Eric R. Cabral and David Felix Cliff this year for Terror.
Everyone's excited for you to come back. Everyone's asking when you're going to screen your movie here.
So what's exciting is seeing a person like you and getting the publicity. It may inspire others to get into filmmaking.
You know, it's been a long
road, but we're getting close to the end of it. We've had some great Q&As, and yeah, I wish you were here.
It is definitely opening the discussion about security versus privacy.
Right? I hope so. That's the aim.
This story is about to go forth, and people are about to kind of experience what we've experienced and learn something that hopefully they don't know and will inform their future opinions on the way that our country conducts national security.
You prepare for this moment, but when it comes, it's just a lot. We had to negotiate a lot of factors in this story. You know, security was high. You don't want to be seen as protecting an informant.
I don't like the word informant. I consider myself as a civilian operative.
We've been working really hard for about 3 years now to get this story and the issues it explores in front of a larger audience. And for a long time, it's something we've had to keep secret, and we weren't able to tell people about on the phone or haven't been able to email them. So now to be able to share this story with you is a really cathartic moment for us. And we just are so grateful that you are here. So thank you for coming.
It's absolutely critical for organizations like Time Warner to recognize the need for diverse voices within the documentary community.
Most of the stories are about people of color, but why aren't the filmmakers in? Only their support has really been encouraging throughout this process, and I think we definitely need more institutional support for filmmakers of color.
Lyrics perspective is critical to strengthening that story and to really recognizing the full dimensionality of this character, of his experiences.
These are very brave organizations that are supporting, and I really appreciate the funding and the fellowship, because you can't really get better.
I think like when I was in 5th grade, I either wanted to be a synthesizer player or like a marine biologist, and I kind of get to be a synthesizer player, which is awesome. You know, like I've always just wanted to be involved in music and technology. Even when I wasn't writing for film, I felt like my music had a certain cinematic quality to it. I was born in New Jersey, raised in Cleveland, Ohio, until I went to school at University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia. I think it was back in 2008 when I first realized that I could be a film composer and was able to see my own music married to picture. And that was a game changer for me, I think. And then I just kept trying to find new opportunities to collaborate with filmmakers, and was lucky enough in 2012 to work with Craig on Compliance. And that was when I realized I was really good at it. This year I'm here once again with Craig Zobel for Z for Zachariah. The film screen at the Eccles, which is the largest, I believe, venues for watching films here, and it's just amazing when you can actually feel the energy from the audience and share it with other people. I feel like that's the goal.
We're here to celebrate the accomplishments of women composers.
just nice to be able to speak this weird film composer language with someone who's aware of the ins and outs. I'm so thankful for being a fellow with Time Warner because, I mean, I was able to bring in players early. I was able to record all these organ sounds all around the country. I traveled and collected source sounds from all over the place. I don't know if I would have been able to elevate this project as much as I have.
Let's have the Macintosh on. Miss Heather Macintosh. Hey, thank you. All right. Thank you.
A producer's a storyteller, absolutely. It's our responsibility that the story gets told.
Our film is about, a father learning how to be a single dad, one mistake at a time, and raising his children. So we just kind of continue that vibe of bringing our families out and here, and it's just a special night. So we premiere tomorrow and gonna kick it off, but it's fun. Let's go party. This is our People, Places, Things party.
I grew up on a small farm in a town called Westville, which is a few minutes outside of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Most famous for being Mayberry, like the Andy Griffith Show. That's probably kind of where the start of imagination and storytelling kind of came from.
Hey, Dad. I'm all right. How are you? Oh, my goodness. You're making me a movie theater in your barn? Okay, that'll be fun. I wanted to just call and let you know I'm okay, and I got your email about the weather. Are you excited? Yeah! Yeah? You work so hard on a project, and to have it play and premiere at the Eccles is, kind of a dream for an independent filmmaker. I can't think of any other theater in the country now that has over 1,300 seats where that many people will get together and watch your film, and to go online and see that your screenings are sold out and is kind of amazing and exciting and a little nerve-wracking.
Probably do the group photos. I think that the more diversity that you can put both behind the camera and in front of it is only going to elevate the types of stories that we have.
I can't wait to talk about it after you watch it and enjoy it.
As a Time Warner Fellow, it's someone saying to you, hey, you can do this. You not only can you do this, but we believe that you should, and we're interested in seeing you do it.
You're free from the constraints of the market, free from political pressure. You're free to tell the story you want. You're free to speak truth to power. You're free to just make a beautiful thing. That's what independence is.
The community of Sundance extends way beyond the festival. You know, we put a lot of our, in a sense, our capital, our focus into creating a safe place, a place that allows for, you know, for failure, allows for people to push the boundaries of their work.
When you work in independent film, I think it can be a very lonely existence because you don't have the resources you need, you're trying to get your project done against all the odds. And then when you're touched by Sundance in some way, like you get some funding, or you get to go to a lab, or you get to come to the festival, you suddenly realise there's this huge community of creative people who are going through exactly what you're going through, and you can then go through it together with them.
Festivals is about discovery, and it's about being open, and it's about connecting, you know, to the human experience of storytelling.
That sense of there being something bigger than yourself that you're a part of is kind of what the Sundance experience is about.
I love the idea that we can support artists from all over the world. You know, it's not about Sundance, you know, it's not about us, it's about the artists that we support. And we have this incredible opportunity to bring together new artists, the next generation of artists with accomplished artists, and it's a two-way street there as well.
What we are here to do is to support whatever stories or independent films our storytellers want to tell. We're not suggesting that they make films about this or that. So what you get here is an incredible diversity of filmmaking, and all they have in common, I think, is A, that they're good, and B, that they've been supported by us.
We live in a world that's diverse, and that's the beauty and richness of the world that we live in, and we have to celebrate it. We have to encourage artists whose voices aren't heard.
The cultural value of storytelling is about reflecting who we are, who our society is. And if we don't have a diversity of voices doing that, we erode the cultural value of the very thing we're doing.
And it's great to have the support of, you know, of an organization, a foundation, you know, of Time Warner, you know, who joins us, aligns with us in, you know, in our passion for supporting diverse voices.
The Sundance Institute does stand at the center of the independent film landscape, but like filmmaking itself, it's a collaborative, collegial endeavour, and if you're trying to make real change and support the field, you can't and actually shouldn't do that alone. It has to be a partnership. It's kind of egoless that you have a vision of what you want to achieve, but you recognise that you need other people to come along and do it with you. And that's why Time Warner is so important.